안녕하세요. 터미입니다. I am so excited to see you guys and teach this amazing language, Korean. The theme of today's lesson is 스웨터를 교환하고 싶어요. I would like to exchange my sweater. Today we will study a connector, 지만, but, or although, or even though. 고 싶어요, want to, and 고 싶어해요, someone wants to. If you learn this lecture, you will be able to express your wishes such as I want to see a movie. Wow, you will definitely use this every day in Korea, won't you? And of course, you can see these expressions on topic too. So I am sure you can pass the test and be the super master of Korean. 그럼 시작할게요. The theme of today's conversation is 스웨터를 교환하고 싶어요. I would like to exchange my sweater. Tammy bought a sweater online, but she doesn't like something about it and wants to exchange it. Let's listen to what happened with English subtitles. 그럼 들어보세요. 이 하늘색 스웨터를 교환하고 싶어요.
왜요? 불량품이었어요?
아니요, 저는 하늘색을 좋아하지만 이 색깔은 진해서 싫어요.
그럼 제가 토미 씨한테 이걸 사서 우리 이모한테 선물할래요.
그럴래요? 하지만 상민 씨 이모님께서 이걸 갖고 싶어 하실까요?
그럼요. 이 스웨터는 딱 우리 이모 취향이에요.
Ooh, I guess Sangmin solved Tammy's problem. Now, I will go over the conversation one sentence at a time and explain the vocabulary and phrases. 이 하늘색 스웨터를 교환하고 싶어요. 하늘 literally means the sky and 색 is color. Together, 하늘색 is the sky color, which means sky blue or light blue in English. Now that we've got a color, I will teach you some basic vocabulary about colors. 빨간색 is red. 주황색 is orange. 노란색 is yellow. 분홍색 is pink. 초록색 is green. 파란색 is blue. 하얀색 is white. And 검은색 is black. Sweater is a sweater. And 교환하다 is to exchange. You can also use 환불, refund in a store. If you see a large sign in a store that says 교환, 환불 불가, it means non-exchangeable, refundable. So please be careful when shopping. Okay?
왜요? 불량품이었어요?
불량품 is a defective product. When combined with the previous word, 교환하다, you can make sentences like 이것은 불량품이었어요. This was a defective product. And 교환해 주세요. Please exchange it for me. Now you can shop freely without having any communication trouble. Dun, dun, dun. 아니요, 저는 하늘색을 좋아하지만 이 색깔은 진해서 싫어요. 색깔 is a color. 색 alone also has the same meaning. 진하다 means to be dark or to be thick. And native speakers sometimes pronounce it 진하다 to emphasize how thick it is.
그럼 제가 토미 씨한테 이걸 사서 우리 이모한테 선물할래요.
Let's look at the part 토미 씨한테 in Korean for from in the case of buying from someone. You don't use 부터 but 한테서 or 에게서 because you use 한테서 or 에게서 to people. By the way, you can also omit 서 in 한테서 or 에게서 and use 한테 and 에게, but the meaning stays the same as from. This can be so confusing, but Korean people distinguish whether it is from or to depending on the situation. 이걸 is a shortened version of 이것을, which means this. This is the combination of 이것, this, and 을, the object marker. Other similar expressions are 그걸, that, 저걸, far away that, and 뭘, what. 이모 is an aunt, but it has two meanings. First, it means aunt in the sense of one's own maternal figure. And second, you can also call an elder lady in a friendly way. 선물하다 is to give a present. And 선물 alone means a present. So, 생일 선물 is a birthday present.
그럴래요? 하지만 상민 씨 이모님께서 이걸 갖고 싶어 하실까요?
하지만 is but or however. You've also learned 근데 before. 근데 also means by the way or but. So you can use it instead of 하지만 in this sentence as well. 갖다 is a shortened version of 가지다, to have. When you say 갖고 싶다, it means want to have.
그럼요. 이 스웨터는 딱 우리 이모 취향이에요.
그럼요 means that's right or of course, and it's pronounced 그럼요. 딱 means exactly or exactly right. 취향 means preference. So combining with 딱, exactly, you can say 딱 내 취향이에요. That's exactly what I like. You may use it with your friend often.
Oh!
Okay, now let's learn 지만, even though, although, but. This is a connector to connect two sentences. For example, 저는 하늘색을 좋아해요. I like light blue. 하지만 이 색깔은 진해서 싫어요. But I hate this color because it is too dark. You can connect these two sentences using 지만, but. So it is going to be 저는 하늘색을 좋아하지만 이 색깔은 진해서 싫어요. Usually you use 지만, but to connect two sentences which contain antonyms such as far, close, like, dislike, cold, hot. Okay? I'm telling this here because you are going to learn similar connectors which have the similar meanings but or although from now on. This grammar is easy to make. Just add 지만 to the verb stem no matter whether a verb stem has a final consonant or not. For the past tense, just add 지만 to the past tense of a verb stem. So 갔다, went, will be 갔지만, went but. For a noun, you use 이지만. If the last letter of a noun has a final consonant, you attach 이지만. If the noun does not have a final consonant, you add 지만. Got it? Now, let's go through some examples to deepen our understanding. Let's start with the present tense. 저는 하늘색을 좋아하지만 이 색깔은 진해서 싫어요. I like light blue, but I don't like this color because it is too dark for me. In this sentence, let's focus on 좋아하지만. I like, but. 좋아하다, to like, is the dictionary form, and you add 지만 instead of 다 to make 좋아하지만. I like, but. You can find 좋아하다, to like, in the first sentence, and 싫어하다, to hate, in the second sentence. Likewise, 지만 can connect these antonyms. Let's look at some other example sentences. 서점은 집에서 멀지만 서울역은 가까워요. The bookstore is far from my house, but Seoul Station is close. Here, let's focus on 멀지만, is far, but. 멀다, to be far, is the dictionary form. You add 지만 to the stem to make 멀지만. You can also see 멀다 to be far in the first sentence and 가깝다 to be close in the second sentence. You can connect these opposite words using 지만. Got it? Next, let's look at an example in the past tense. 어제는 바빴지만 오늘은 시간이 있어요. Yesterday I was busy, but today I have time. Here, let's focus on 바빴지만. I was busy, but the dictionary form is 바쁘다, to be busy. And the past tense of your form is 바빴어요. You remove all your part and add 지만 to make 바빴지만. Next, let's look at an example sentences of nouns with a final consonant. 설날이지만 저는 일하고 있었어요. It was New Year's Day, but I was working. Here, 설날, New Year's Day, has a final consonant, right? So together with 이지만, it becomes 설날이지만. Let's take a short quiz to improve our understanding. What goes into the parentheses? 고기는, 채소는 안 먹어요. I eat meat, but not vegetables. Number 1, 먹지만. Number 2, 먹으니까. The answer is number 1. 먹다, to eat, is the dictionary form. You keep the 먹 part and add 지만. Then it becomes 먹지만. I eat, but the whole sentence would be 고기는 먹지만 채소는 안 먹어요. Got it? Let's learn the second grammar. 고 싶다, want to is easy because all you have to do is to add 고 싶다 to the verb stem. The polite form is 고 싶어요, 싶습니다, would like to. Negative sentence becomes 고 싶지 않아요, 안 씁니다, don't want to. Let's look at some example sentences. 교환하고 싶어요. I want to exchange. 교환하다, to exchange, is the dictionary form, and you add 고 싶어요 to the stem to make 교환하고 싶어요. I want to exchange. Let's look at the next one. 손을 씻고 싶어요. I want to wash my hands. In this case, 씻다, to wash, is the dictionary form. So you add 고 싶어요 to the stem to make 씻고 싶어요. I want to wash. Third grammar is 고 싶어하다. Someone wants to. You use this to express the wishes of a third person, such as he, she, or they. Polite form is 고 싶어해요 or 싶어합니다. Negative sentence is 고 싶어하지 않아요, 안 씁니다. Okay? Now, let's take a closer look through the examples in the conversation. 이모님께서 이걸 갖고 싶어 하실까요? Would your aunt want this? Here, let's focus on 갖고 싶어 하실까요? The dictionary form is 갖다, to have. You add 고 싶어 하다 to the stem to make 갖고 싶어 하다, to want to have. And there are two more grammar here. Could you find them? The first one is 리을까요? which we learned in the 21st lesson. The second is the honorific expression 으시다, which we learned in lesson 24. The honorific for 갖고 싶다 is 갖고 싶어 하시다, and you combine it with 리을까요 to make 갖고 싶어 하실까요? Will she want? Likewise, you will combine many grammars that you previously learned from now on. Quiz! Let's take another short quiz to check what we have learned so far. What goes into the parentheses? 누나가 아침에. My sister wanted to shower in the morning. Number 1, 샤워했어요. Number 2. 샤워하고 싶어했어요. The answer is number 2. 샤워하다. To shower is the dictionary form, right? You add 고 싶어하다 to the stem to make 샤워하고 싶어하다. After that, you can make the polite form of the past tense, which is 싶어했어요. So it becomes 샤워하고 싶어했어요. The whole sentence would be 누나가 아침에 샤워하고 싶어했어요. Okay? Now that I've finished explaining everything, let's listen to it again only in Korean. You should be able to understand it much better than before. 그럼 확인해 보세요.
이 하늘색 스웨터를 교환하고 싶어요. 왜요? 불량품이었어요? 아니요, 저는 하늘색을 좋아하지만 이 색깔은 진해서 싫어요. 그럼 제가 토미 씨한테 이걸 사서 우리 이모한테 선물할래요. 그럴래요? 하지만 상민 씨 이모님께서 이걸 갖고 싶어 하실까요? 그럼요. 이 스웨터는 딱 우리 이모 취향이에요.
Now, I will play the audio one sentence at a time, so please read it with me. 그럼 큰 소리로 읽어보세요.
이 하늘색 스웨터를 교환하고 싶어요. 왜요? 불량품이었어요? 아니요, 저는 하늘색을 좋아하지만 이 색깔은 진해서 싫어요. 그럼 제가 토미 씨한테 이걸 사서 우리 이모한테 선물할래요. 그럴래요? 하지만 상민 씨 이모님께서 이걸 갖고 싶어 하실까요? 그럼요. 이 스웨터는 딱 우리 이모 취향이에요.
Now, I'll give out the homework for today's class. We have 2 homework assignments as usual. The first homework is writing. First, let's use 지만, but, and 고 싶어요, want to make a sentence like I did this, but I wanted to do this. Or I wanted to do this, but I did this. For example, I would say something like 주말에는 쉬고 싶었지만 결국 일했어요. I wanted to rest on the weekend, but I ended up working. Okay? I hope you can come up with a good sentence. Don't forget to use antonyms. Okay? The second homework is to memorize the vocabulary. Please memorize 40 words from 841 to 880 on page 11 of the elementary vocabulary list. At this point, you memorized more than 800 words. Wow, you are about halfway to 1600 words. You're doing great. Keep up your good work. That's it for today. You are the smartest learner I have ever seen. Let's talk in Korean with me someday. I will be super excited to make it come true. 그럼 오늘도 행복 가득, 웃음 가득한 하루 되세요.